Well, in the interest of time, I want to welcome everyone who's joining us today for our midday meditation event. I'm here, Robin Hennick, with Always Best Care Senior Services, with Dina Nightingale from Only Assisted Living, and Michael McGregor from 15 for Me. So it's not often that we take some time for ourselves. So we're pleased to be able to provide this event for you. Dina, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi and welcome. I'm so glad that you've taken a few minutes for yourself today. It's so important, and we have a tendency as caregivers to forget that piece of it. So, I am Dina Nightingale. I'm the Director of Community Relations with Olney Assisted Living. We are an artist senior living community. All of our residents do have dementia or cognitive decline of some sort, and we would love to help you out if you have anything. But in the meantime, please enjoy this 15 minutes absolutely to yourself, and we'll talk to you afterwards.
So my name is Michael McGregor. So we will be doing a meditation or a center breathing exercise. Before we get started, for those who may be new to the practice or would like some additional information on how to get started, I have a couple of slides to sort of review what center breathing is. So center breathing or meditation, however, or whatever term that you have learned it as, a relaxation technique that relates to your breathing. So as we sort of breathe in, we are slowly sort of filling our lungs with air and allowing our lungs to expand. And what our goal is to move from what we call shallow breathing or chest breathing to more diaphragmatic breathing or belly breathing. And there's a lot of advantages to that. First of all, shallow breathing, which is what we predominantly do all the time, especially when we are stressed, can lead to a lot of physical tension in different areas of our body. It also can impact and make our bodies more susceptible to either illness or injury. And it has been correlated to trigger things such as anxiety or respiratory conditions, or even as a precursor for cardiovascular problems. So the advantages of learning how to belly breathe or diaphragmatic breathe is going to help eliminate or minimize those things that I just mentioned. It's also more efficient. So it'll also help you not only bring in more oxygen, it'll allow your breathing to be much more efficient. And we're going to talk about how to do that in a minute. So basically what you're going to do, we're going to provide about a 5-minute meditation shortly, but we want to do a little bit of practice to begin. Okay, so hopefully you are in a space that is quiet or at least has minimal noise to it. And what you want to do is you want to sit either upright in a chair or on the floor, and then you have a choice to either have back support or not have back support. Ideally, for our posture and for the practice itself, if you're strong enough to have a strong core where you can sit upright without a back support, that's ideal. But for many of us, our posture is a challenge. So you're going to want to have enough support for your low back that you're not struggling for these 3, 4, 5 minutes to minimize the impact and all the rewards that you're going to get with center breathing. Okay, so the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to place one hand on your chest, and then you're going to place one hand on your belly. And just take a couple of breaths to yourself right now and just notice where your breathing occurs, whether it occurs in your chest, which you'll be able to see as your chest will rise. So you do that top hand will go expand as you breathe. Or as you continue to sort of relax and take some deep breaths, are you more of a belly breather or a diaphragmatic breather where you'll start to see your belly expand, or you're having that diaphragm expand? So begin to take some deep breaths. And blow out. Now, as you're able to do that, we're going to be asking you in this video to hold your breath or to inhale a certain number of counts. So we're going to ask you to do something called 4-2-4 breathing. And what 4-2-4 breathing is you're going to inhale for 4. So you're going to inhale for 4. You're going to hold for 2. And then exhale for 4. So we're going to try that again. Inhale for 4. Hold for 2. Exhale for 4. Okay, so that's a little practice. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to share a video. Again, hopefully you are in a quiet space. If you have headphones, you can hook your headphones up to it. I will try to make it enough volume that it's not overwhelming. And again, this will be about 5 minutes. Okay, so there'll be about 2 minutes of guided meditation and then about 3 minutes of practice. So I'm going to stop my video and we'll begin.
Hello, my name is Sarah. Your exercise today is breathing 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's get started. If you're not already doing so, sit down in a comfortable upright position, either in a chair or cross-legged on the floor. If you're sitting in a chair, place your feet flat on the floor. If you're sitting on the floor, you might be more comfortable with your back against a wall. Either way, try to keep your back straight. Now, place a hand on your stomach. It doesn't matter which hand. Close your eyes. Take a few slow, deep breaths through your nose. Notice your belly rising when you breathe in and falling when you breathe out. Do this for a few cycles, focusing on the movement of your hand on your belly. With every breath in, your belly moves out. And with every breath out, your belly moves in. In centered breathing, there are 3 simple steps. I will describe them to you first, and then we can practice them together. In the first step, you will breathe in through your nose, silently counting to 4. If you can't breathe in for a count of 4, try a count of 3 or 2. In the second step, you will hold the air in your lungs for a count of 2. Finally, you will breathe out through your mouth for a count of 4. This is called 4-2-4 centered breathing. Okay, let's do centered breathing together. Close your eyes. Slowly inhale through your nose for a count of 4 and hold for a count of 2. Now slowly breathe out through your mouth, counting to 4. Go ahead and repeat this cycle 5 times. When you're finished, I'll share a few closing thoughts with you. Nice job. You can do 4-4 breathing as often as you like. You can also increase the length of time you inhale through your nose or exhale through your mouth. You should do centered breathing after your cardio or cognitive sessions, and you can use it anywhere, anytime to lower your stress.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed that practice. The best thing that I love about 4-2-4 breathing is that you can do it anytime, anywhere. So again, just to recap, 4 breaths in, hold for 2, and then 4 breaths out. Center breathing or meditation, there is tons of literature and data to support its efficacy. The best part of center breathing is once you are doing it consistently, the impact is almost immediate. So it's an excellent opportunity for stress reduction for yourself as an individual, or to incorporate as part of your team wherever you're working. Some ways to incorporate center breathing into your daily routine. Again, maybe just begin with a couple of minutes and try to expand. I think most people will try to achieve 5, 10, 15 minutes of center breathing a day. And again, that can be done either at one time or that can be done incrementally throughout the day. If 5 minutes seems too long, which it will for a lot of people that are just beginning, maybe just try for 1 or 2 minutes. The important thing is if you have trouble maybe maintaining your focus, it's okay. That's what happens when we try to take time out and focus just on our breath. Eventually you will be better and more attuned to being able to do that. And as always, things are more attainable when we try to practice them and when we try to schedule them throughout our day. This is part of our 15 for Me program, again, for Malensbach Health Tools, and where I work, I'm the director of the 15 for Me program. Our program is designed, again, to decrease stress and improve your mood of not only yourself as an individual, but of your team, and help promote effective delivery of patient care. Only takes 15 minutes. You can do it at work or at home, and all of it is validated with proven results. Anything left to share, Robin or Dina, before we stop?
No, just thank you for joining us today. And hopefully you can take advantage of this centered breathing in your workday.
Absolutely.
I agree. I hope you all got something out of this today. It's an amazing feeling when you sit there and you actually do it. So if you weren't able to, I hope you at least learned the methods to use and that you will use those.
Yep, and I know we do have plans to continue the series, so stay tuned for additional details. And this session was also recorded, so we'll be sending that out to each of you, and then you can share it with your colleagues or your team members. So thank you again so much for taking the time to join us today. Take care of yourself before we're able to take care of others. So thank you so much.